Today, we're going to be playing with iMovie. So, hopefully, you are a Mac user and you have your desktop. And also, certain things from here would be transferable to the mobile app. But also, what I'm working on is a mobile tutorial. Well, not a mobile tutorial, but a tutorial of the mobile app. So, with that said, this is for my people that got iMovie on the desktop, and certain things will be transferable, but overall, this is the same application. There's just a few different things that you would do on the phone than you would do on this one, but we're going to get into it nevertheless. Here we go. So let's look at what we got. So I'm going to create a product or a project from scratch. So first off, under create new, I'm going to click this plus sign like so. And so after I click the plus sign, I have two options. And this is the same whether it's on here or on the mobile app. So I have the option of creating a movie, which is where I can combine videos, photos, and music to make my own movie. Or there are templates under the trailer one where I can add a little pizzazz, but it's under those themes. So, like with templates, there's different movie type themes, which really make it feel like a trailer. So, on this one, I'm going to choose movie because I'm not creating a trailer. So, with that said, we're going to click on movie. Boom. So now this is the editor. So right here, I'm gonna choose some content offline. So let's search a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to my good friend called Google. So on here, let's see, who do I want to be today? I'm going to make one about, let's see, who's a good person to talk about right now? Drake. Yep. Laugh and cry, Drake. Boom. We got Drake on here. Hopefully nothing crazy pops up. So, and I just kind of went too fast. So I typed in Drake in the search. And so now you have these tabs right here. So for iMovie, what I'm using is I'm going to use pictures for this example to make a quick example of a video. So since I've chosen Drake, or I'm acting as if I'm Drake and I'm doing a summer vlog, I am going to click on images because I want to find some images. So, boom. So right here, I got images of Drake. And let's see, the one that I'm going to choose that stands out to me. I like this one with the Wu-Tang shirt on. So here we go. So right here, I got my picture, at least the first one that I want to use. And if you're on a PC or a Mac, you can right click it. So this pops up. There's some options. And then since I'm on the Mac, I'm going to click Save Image As. Boom. So now from there, it's going to ask me where I want to put it. Me, I like to be organized with my edits. I don't usually edit in iMovie, but just for the sake of me being organized, this is what I like to do so that I don't lose stuff. So for this purpose, I like saving it in the downloads folder, but even in there, I'm going to click new folder to make a new folder. So on here, I'm going to type in the name that I want. So I'm going to put Drake content. Boom. And I'm going to not hit that apostrophe, but I'm going to click create. So now that I have the Drake content folder selected, and that's just a folder that I chose that I want to put all of these pictures in that I'm going to download. So I got that right there. I don't care to change the name, and I'm going to hit save. So that just saved to that folder. So now let's see, what else am I going to do? I'm going to get him with DJ Khaled. I like that. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, I'm going to put Drake and Khaled because they're the best. Boom. So I have that, and let's see. So if I was Drake during the summertime, what would I do? During a quarantine though, let's see. What I would do is I would purchase a new house. So I'm gonna look up some mansions. Let's see. We'll say large luxury houses. Boom. So on here, let's see what looks baller to me. That looks pretty baller. Good. But it looks a little fake. That's a rendering. I don't want the fake house. I want the real one. That one's a little too small. And the reason why I say it's small, this is the aspect ratio, 450 by 300. And the space that we want to fill is this 1080p space, which in pixels is 1000, let's see, 1920, 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. So this, it only fills up a small portion of it. And we want it to fill up most of it. So let's see. I'm going to settle for this one, for lack of better word. Nope, can't settle for that one. What about this one? Nope. We're going to find it. This looks pretty baller, but it's too small. Let's see what else they got. Come on, don't fail me now. Here we go. I like it, and it'll work. So, again, I'm going to right-click that. These options pop up. I'm going to hit Save Image As. Boom. I already have my folder set up. So it's going directly back to that folder, and I'm going to put Baller House. Boom. So what else would I do if I was Drake this summer and it was quarantine? I'm going to say home basketball court, because I like to play basketball, even though I hadn't played in 3 years, but the dream is still there. So boom, I like that. Boom. So I right clicked it again, save image as, and then I'm going to save it. Boom. Got that. And I'm going to choose one more thing. So what else would I like to do if I was Drake? I'd like to spit some bars. So we're going to make a home studio, or I'm going to look up a home studio. Boom. And let's see what works for me. I know I'd have expensive taste if I was Drake. So let's see. What is baller to me? Here we go. This will work. Looks state of the art. So as always, I right clicked it. This popped up, and then I'm going to click Save Image As. Boom. And then my folder pops up, and I'm going to hit Save. But before that, I'm going to put Baller Studio. Boom. So there we go. So right there, of course, you would have more because yours may be more descriptive. And again, what you notice, I don't have any voiceovers right now. I don't have any video clips or anything else like that. And I just want to put this disclaimer out there, is that this is not a model for what this vlog should look like, but this is strictly to this is going to be strictly used to get you used to being an iMovie if you have any questions about using iMovie. So with that said, here we go. So if I pull my Finder window over here, I can find all of those pictures that I just downloaded. So I saved it in downloads, and more specifically in this folder called Drake Content, because I'm going to act like I was Drake this summer. So with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Drake at the bottom first. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard, and then I'm going to click on Baller House. Boom. So by doing that, I was able to select them all. So again, I'm going to do that again. I clicked Drake one time, this last one down here, and it turned blue. So now I'm going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to click Baller House one time. After doing that, it selected all of them. So that's a Mac shortcut as well as a PC shortcut. Even though this software isn't on PC, if you're using any editing software on there, that can help you out. So anyway, now if this will do it, there we go. I'm dragging and I'm going to drop. Boom. It doesn't look like it got all of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have, okay, so the Drake and DJ Khaled picture, it wasn't a JPEG, so that's why it didn't come over, but that's all right. We're going to work with the 4 pictures that we have. So on here, I can put these all in order. So this Drake one I want first. Let's see how I'm gonna do that. There we go. So I'm dragging and dropping that. And then let's see, got the baller house. I want to play basketball before I go to the studio if I was Drake. So there we go. I got everything in order. All right. So at first, if you drag everything in, just move it around to get it in order. All right. So after you have your clips in order, which imagine these being the video clips that you have from your summer, the pictures that you have from your summer, or whatever you have. So now imagine that I'm done editing this main portion of it, which is all of the content. So now I need a title and credits. So I'm gonna click on titles. And so they have a few different presets up here, which are good for for the time being. So with that said, I like this one for my title. So I'm going to drag this down here, and I want my title at the very beginning. All right. So literally, I'm gonna delete that and do it again just to show you that process again. So the template that I wanted for the title is right here. I'm going to drag it down, and I'm going to make sure that it doesn't go on top. Now, at times, if you want to, you can put a title on top of any of these pictures or the videos that you have, and it's going to show on top like this, right? You got the title over top of it. But for this title, I want it to be at the very beginning. Okay. So with that, I can double click on it over here in this window. Boom, boom. And now that it's lit up, I can type the name. All right. So with this one, I'm going to type a title in there like a Drizzy Summer. There we go. All right. It's kind of crazy, kind of whack, kind of cheesy, but it's a title. So anyway, this is a Drizzy Summer. So I'm move along to Drake. I'm like, all right, I like that. Then I like that picture. I like that, and I like the studio. So let me see, a Drizzy Summer. So on here, if I want to be a little fancy with these titles, perhaps let's say that I add this title right here over top of it. Me being me is what I'm going to type in there. So again, I can double click over here on the title if it's not already selected like this. And I'm going to say me being me. All right, so on here, let's see what I can do. I don't like where the title is because it's over his face. And hopefully we can move it. So let's see. Uh-oh. I don't think you can move it. Boom. Let's see if you can. Nah. Oh man, you can't move it. And yeah, I'm not changing that color on it. Well, anyway, because it seems like I can't move it. What would happen in this situation is if there's no other way to do it, and I'm just kind of filtering. Nope. Nope. Yep, that's what it is. Since there's no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose that. I want to give me being me. I done messed it all up. Well, anyway, we can do it again. So besides that title, since it's not where I want it to be, I can drag in a different template and let's see how that looks. So actually, I'm going to drag in this one that says lower. So we got that in there. And this time I'm going to type in Drizzy being Drizzy. And I don't like that title. I mean, I don't like the font. I want to add. I want to choose a different one. I like that one a little better. I actually don't like it better. I just wanted something different. Yeah. Can't really see that much with that one. Let me see how this one is. Yeah, that's better. A little bit. So yep, that's a little better. So it's not perfect, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna add a different color. So if I double click on that, how would we get this different color? Here we go. I'm gonna click on this little white square or swatch. And then as we go over here, I want to get me a different color. With Drizzy being Drizzy, I'm gonna get this yellow to go along with that Wu-Tang. That's on his shirt. You can't see it, but for those of you that know, you know. So let's see. Oh, I got this eyedropper. So I'm gonna click the little eyedropper right there. And I can click on that exact yellow. So you had this little eyedropper tool. If you click on that, then it has this little bubble, and you can see exactly what color. So I chose the exact color on his shirt. So we got Drizzy being Drizzy. So boom, there's Drizzy being Drizzy. Then on this next one, I may put, let's see, we're going to say balling out in the crib, because that's what ballers do. So we got this balling. I put that apostrophe out in. Oh, don't do that to me. Duh. Crib. There we go. So with this, the thing that I don't like about it is that it kind of restricts you, because I'd rather have the rest of this text broken out on the next line to where it's all more centered. But that's kind of the reason why I don't like using iMovie. But we're going to work with what we have, because we have no better option right now. So we got to make it do what it's going to do. But anyway, balling out in the crib for that one. And then we have basketball. I'm going to just see what else I can put down that's simple. Boom. So we have balling on the court. We're going to put the court. Boom. After balling on the court, we got jamming in the studio. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. And we got, come on, don't fail me now. Oh, don't do that, buddy. Let's put in the studio. And we're going to put jamming. Boom. Jamming in the studio. All right, so now that we have all of this, and as you saw, just thinking about things is going to take a little time, but it's all good. It's all creative energy, and it's all going to be worth something. So I'm going to do a little something different for my credits. So normally I would drag, if this will do it, I would drag the scrolling credits over here, and I could put credits at the top because it's called credits. Boom. And then I could put the name. So I'm going to say Drake, because I'm acting like I'm Drake. Imagine Drake was working on this, doing this for his summer. And so then I'm going to put editor. Boom. If I'm really cocky and just full of myself, I can also, which I mean, it's not being cocky if you put down every role that you did, even though we know that you're the only one that did anything. But anyway, I put camera operator. Boom. There we go. And the list could go on. So anyway, imagine all of this is filled out and there's nothing else left to do. Boom. So now, so far, we've done the title, which has been this. Boom. A Drizzy Summer. We've done the credits, which has been this. Credits and Drake as the editor and Drake as the camera operator. And then we also have these pictures that we placed in order along with titles over the top of them. You don't have to put titles on them, but you know, just in case you would like to know how to do it, you've seen it in this tutorial. So now this is the last part of creating these videos. You want to have transitions, and this is something that I didn't put down as a requirement, but just as a good practice, it's good to have transitions because that's one thing that makes the video as smooth as possible. So, me, I like to keep it simple. I don't know what you like to do, and I'm also going to play with some of these other transitions, but let's see what we got. So, one of my personal favorite ones that's simple but effective is the cross dissolve. So, as I scrub through this first title, it has its own effect on it. So it's actually programmed to fade in, and a fade is going from not seeing something to seeing it, and also going from seeing it to it gradually disappearing. All right, but what you notice with this one, it fades in, fades out, and then bam, we got Drizzy in our face. So we want it to be gradual, to where it's a nice little transition, to where it's a easy ease into seeing Drake, and not it just like boom, he's there, because that's unsettling. It's abrupt. It makes you be like, what? You know what I mean? Make you jump a little bit. So instead, we're gonna add this fade to black right there in between it, and there's usually a little slot in between. So now if I scrub through, we got that fading out, and then it fades into Drizzy. So if I wanted to, I could put the cross dissolve on all of them, but I'm going to put this cross dissolve right here. And again, I wouldn't go crazy with these transitions. I'm going to put this cross zoom on here. And then you notice, let me see, I like this on the puzzle left. I like that. I'm going to put that one in between these two clips. And then lastly, to take it back out, we're going to drag that fade to black right there. Boom. And here we go. And does it fade out? Well, actually, there's no reason to fade out because everything goes off the screen. So let's see if there's anything else that I can add to it. I'm going to look at these. Looking at these titles is good as well. So boom. So at this time, if I were you, I would play through it to make sure that there's no mistakes. And let me see. Oh man, it took away my in the studio. So we're going to add that back. We're going to say jamming. Boom. In the studio. Boom. So I don't know why that went away, but hopefully it doesn't do that again. There we go. So now we got it in there. So you want to also make sure that you can see the names or the titles that you're making. You want to see that up here. If you can't, it might be an issue. So anyway, we got all of these going. Imagine that I checked over this video and it's amazing. And it answers all of those questions that I have posted online in the assignment. Then at this point, I'm going to export it. So that's what I'll show you in the next video, how to export it. But with that said, that's pretty much it. Again, you want to answer all of those questions in the video content that you upload or that you use to make this video. And then after that, you're going to export it. So with that said, I hope that this helps you navigate through iMovie. Remember all of the resources that you have for you. This is, again, the timeline, right? You can add pictures in by or videos in by dragging them in this timeline. That's how that is done. You also have transitions that you can put in the in between each video clip or picture that you have in the timeline, or even title that you have in the timeline. So that is available to you. As always, up here, you have these tabs. You got transitions, which are what we just went over. All right, transitions, moving from one image to the next. Then you have backgrounds. This is something that I didn't cover, but this is something that a lot of people like. You got different types of backgrounds that you can put in there and put text over if you so choose to. All right, you got all of these different ones, which is cool. Then you have titles. We already showed you that, where you have all these different title animations that you can put in there, which is awesome. Then you have audio, which if you had music that you wanted to put in this video, or if you also had, let's say that you had something like, what's something that you would have? voiceovers or any other audio that you want to add to it, you can bring it from here and drag it in here, or most times you can just drag it in regardless of putting it in here, and it'll automatically put you there. It'll automatically put whatever music that you have there. Lastly, you have media. So on here, if I wanted to go on my computer and get whatever images, I could do that. So with that said, this is iMovie in a nutshell. Next up again is the editing, well, not the editing video, but the exporting video. So if you finish this video and you're done with your project and you need to export it, you want to go to the next video, and it's going to be all about exporting this great work that you've done. So I can't wait to see you soon. I can't wait to hear and see the great work that you're doing and that you'll turn in. And until then, take care.